Hello, I'm James, and today I want to show you how to make a hands-up bass in Fruity Loops using the TS404 bassline synthesizer. Should look like that, and at the end when you've done it, it should sound like this. So as you can see, it's quite a nice sound. You can spend thousands on Nexus. I'm sure you've all heard of Nexus. It is a good synthesizer, but there's a lot of presets in there. So I just wanted to show you how to make one that sounds more or less the same as one you can buy in Nexus. You can make it yourself. So I'll show you how I did that now. Basically just open up the TS404 bassline synthesizer. Should be there. Just open that up. It should look like that. So this is how I did mine. Basically it just cut off this first oscillator. There's two oscillators. Just want to cut off this first one, just don't want to use that. Just want to use the second one. And the ring modulation, just have that all the way down as well. So in the second oscillator I've selected the square because that's the waveform we want to use. Turn this all the way down. Pulse width we've had to 1/4. Basically the pulse width just decides how thin the sound is. So if you have it all the way up, it'll sound like that. So that's too fat, there's too much bass there really, so we only need that to 1/4. The fine tune, that's just the pitch, so that needs to stay halfway there. Just keep that the same. Coarse tune as well, that's pitch as well, so keep that to the bottom, you don't want to be messing about with that. Now the envelope, that's just how you wave is kind of process really. So if you have, so I've started here with the release, if you have that all the way up, you don't get a nice sound because you end up with this. You want the sound to cut off just before the next kick drum, if you get me. So that should be just below halfway. You don't want it to drag on too long. Sustain level all the way up, so that's sustain all the way up as well, decay all the way up, and attack all the way down. You want the attack all the way down, so again the bass just rolls off the kick drum. You want it to sound really subtle and nice, so that'll achieve that just by doing that. Otherwise you'll end up with this. And then the filter, I've chosen LP12. I've got the envelope amount to 1/3, resonance to 1/3 as well, and the cutoff all the way up. If you're stuck on what anything means, I don't know if you already know how to do this, just press F1. It'll bring up this screen there, and it'll just show you everything and how to just explain everything for you. So now to this LFO, this low frequency oscillator, basically with an LFO. It's great for using sound effects, just changing the sound completely. So I've got selected cut there. Again, use the square, speed all the way down, and the amount to 1/4. And with the distortion, it's just got that all the way up, and the threshold all the way up as well, and selected distortion. Now you can use B if you want to. I just think A sounded nicer. So that's that basically, and then I've selected these as well. Just put it onto number 5 and added Maximus. I've got that. I don't really like using Maximus, but I've selected that to there and that one to there. That's all I've done really. It just makes it sound a bit fatter. Then the Fruity Parametric EQ2. I do like using this. All I've done is this number 4 there, just dragged it down slightly. It just takes away some of the muddiness of the sound. So you get a nice subtle bass sound, so that's all I've done with that. just move them two up a bit as well, really, to have a bit more of a lower bass. That's all I've done, really. That's all you have to do. So if you get any questions, just inbox me or comment on the video. Thanks for watching.